All right.
Okay. You know what the best part about doing this show is? It is Ted's. It's just being with Ted once a week, where everyone gets to be and hear what Teddy has to say. That's my favorite thing in the whole world.
It's not a whole lot right now. So.
There's
I can't wait. I'm looking forward to this.
Yeah, this is going to be so great. Okay, you guys want to hear a funny story?
Yeah.
Okay, so Sue,
no.
No.
He's going to tell it anyway.
Yeah, I knew. Yeah, the damn right I am. So I'm sitting here right around this time yesterday, right, and the doorbell rings, and I go upstairs. I hear from upstairs. Somebody goes, "Matt, your guest is here," and I'm like, "Oh, what?" I'm like, "The show's tomorrow." No, you want to hear something funny? I told Sue yesterday.
You told me yesterday as well.
Did I really?
Yeah. You said Tuesday, and I said Wednesday. You said Tuesday.
Wait, what day is it? Today's Wednesday.
Today's
right?
Wednesday.
Holy
You told me
crap.
a couple days ago Tuesday.
Oh my
But
god!
you weren't here yesterday.
No, because then I texted him after that, and he said Wednesday. So I said, all right, maybe he mistakenly said Tuesday, but initially you did say Tuesday.
Oh my god! Okay, yeah. So here I am.
So this is a rerun? You guys, okay.
We already did this show.
All right.
No, so she's here. I come upstairs, and I am in full panic mode. I'm freaking out, right? I have no idea what I'm going to do. I'm thinking, can I get Teddy and Mark over here? I'm like, what am I? Oh, man. And then, so I was just like, oh, man, I messed this up. And this is how cool Sue is, right? This is how cool. She goes, hey, man. She goes, shit happens, man. You're human. She goes, don't worry about it. I'll be here tomorrow. Everything's cool. And
Sweet.
Yeah. Is that pretty neat?
It would have been
Nice,
neat if we were here, Ted and I. Wouldn't it be funny? We were in the basement anyway.
Yeah. Hey, this is where these guys are just here. We just just carving up some stuff here, doing having some fun. We do a lot of woodworking together. That's what. Yeah. If you guys don't hear Teddy because he's writing down his tips for 20s.
It's like, oh, this is getting intense.
I just wrote down one word.
Ted's tips for 20s is
one word.
Word.
And then I'll figure it out once I say that word.
Okay.
Can you admit? Okay, so you know what? I'm not going to ask. I'm not going to ask. But in the end,
I can't even see it because I can't read it.
Okay. But in the end, I'm gonna look and see what that one word is. And if that is just again you drawing a picture of boobs like you do all the time, then I'm gonna know that this is crap.
I'm not good at music or art, so that I can't even draw. So yeah, I was just talking about how.
Yeah, do you want to hear what Teddy was talking about? So right before Mark gets here, I tell Ted I don't like to talk about the show before the show. Ted immediately walks in. He tells Sue, if I could have any job in the whole world, you know what I would want to do? I'd want to be an opera singer. Because you sing opera. I would want to do that. And then I peed a little bit because I laughed so hard. I couldn't. I was just like,
I love opera. I love opera.
You just missed the tryouts. They just had them the other night at the.
They did.
I mean, I'm listening to Pavarotti.
Wait, what?
They had opera tryouts at the symphony, right? At the opera house.
At the opera house, yeah. At the
Leonard Warren.
Yeah.
See, he knows what I'm talking. I mean, you guys don't know, but I know. So I like
No.
opera.
Mark, no. I'm the only one. I don't know. Anissa, do you know anything about opera?
No, but my grandma sang opera when she cleaned her house when she was an old lady.
Hey, you know
very
what?
old lady.
Doesn't matter.
That's all I know.
It is an awesome thing.
So I'm the biggest dope here. I don't know anything about. I'm the most classless person in the room again. You can't hum opera.
Why not?
That's bullshit.
It's already better. It's already better than like all of us put together right there. I'm gonna ask her to sing something. Just I mean, not the whole song, but just like a couple of bars.
Ted is a soprano as well. Go, Ted.
I mean, so you got soprano, you got baritone, and then you got a tenor.
You have tenor and you have a contralto.
Yeah.
Or a mezzo.
So, for example, I don't know if you knew this, but Freddie Mercury, the lead singer of Queen, was considered, even though he never sang opera, was considered one of the best tenors.
Yes, he was a countertenor. He was a countertenor.
Countertenor, yeah. But Freddie Mercury, he was a tenor.
Because he could sing 3-4 octaves higher than anybody else.
Sure.
Chris Cornell as well.
And that is not males are not built like that.
Really?
Yeah, they're not built that way. So that's why he was extraordinary.
It's unique. Yeah.
Amazing.
Very unique.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
All right.
And,
are we?
Oh no, that's awesome. I mean, let's just go with opera talk. Yeah, that's what this show is about this week.
I can do this all day.
Everybody, you can turn off your
Let's go.
No, we're not. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Listen, I've led 9 lives. Opera is one of them.
9 lives.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Then you know what? We'll get to hear all of them.
You're gonna have to have me on the show a couple of times. I mean, you're not gonna get all 9 lives in 40 minutes.
I don't know. Yeah, not with Teddy talking.
Oh yeah,
I'm not talking to everybody today, so yeah. So.
All right. You know what? Since we have a lot to talk about today, and I can't, I'm so anxious to get to Ted's tips for 20s. I think we could just get this thing rolling here.
Let's go do the.
I'm interested to get to our guest.
Tips.
I mean, I don't care about my tips. I mean, I care about our guest here.
I want to hear about the tips.
Impressed,
yes. See, everybody, Ted, she wants to hear the tips.
Wait. So if we have a singing contest. You're going to beat me, so can we have a free throw? Can we have a free throw shooting contest or a bowling contest afterwards? So I can win something.
Absolutely.
Because I got to win something.
Yeah.
I'm not going to win that contest.
We'll go right to my shop. I got a court free throws.
Okay. Yeah, Ted, I've seen you shoot free throws. All my money's on Sue.
Let's make it ping pong.
All of it.
You'll win.
Darts.
That's absolutely a guaranteed. You will win. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Can't do it. Can't do it. Although I was the first female quarterback in my high school football team.
Really.
And
I can't throw a ball, so you beat me. So
right.
if it's sports, Sue, you're going to beat Ted at everything.
Yeah.
Everything.
And they killed me, by the way. Broke my nose.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, you actually played quarterback?
Yeah, it was Title IX, 1972. Come on.
that's cool.
Yeah.
Whoa! No way.
Yeah, way.
That's amazing.
That's as far as I can raise my arm.
For those of you who can't see at home, her arm was not raised very high at all.
Yeah. Let's go.
Wow. That is awesome. How many girls played on the team? One. You were the only girl on the team. Holy cow.
In 72, that's like progressive. Because, I mean, I think there's a few girls. Players now.
Yeah,
like
punters.
They have football teams.
Yeah.
They had it going on at the school right now.
No, but they have a few female players on like all male teams in college. But
That's
I mean, back in the 70s, I mean, that was probably unheard of.
It was unheard of because of Title IX. That was the reason.
Nice. Yeah, and for those of you who you can't see anything, Sue is not a large woman. She is what we call petite or small. So you must have been like a Doug Flutie before there was a Doug Flutie.
Yeah, I kind of was. Yeah.
That is.
I was little. I was a short little Italian thing. You know what I mean? And I'm shorter now.
Doug Flutie.
All right. So yeah.
Wow. So Ted, just a long list of guests who are far more athletic than you.
What else is new?
Yeah, I love it. Okay, so let's get this thing. Let's let this ship
roll.
sink to the bottom.
Sure.
Okay.
Are we thinking?
Like the Titanic or the Eastland disaster.
And then in
Chicago.
100 years, James Cameron can find this and be like, "These guys were geniuses," and then somebody else will be like, "No, they were just idiots." No. They were just idiots. Okay.
And I got to be part of it. That's just it.
So our last guest at the end, because it was just me, Teddy, and our last guest, he goes, "Hey, can I be an honorary idiot?" He goes, since there's only three of us, am I an honorary idiot? And I was just like, and I felt bad. I was like, no. He goes, "No, it's cool. I want to be." I'm like, "Oh, good."
What? I thought there was no honor in being an idiot.
Ted, there's a lot of honor.
There's glory.
There's
not honor. Big difference.
Listen, Teddy, someday when we're famous and we're walking down the street and somebody screams, "There's an idiot," it'll be because of the show, not just because of stuff that we're doing. Yeah, which is generally the way it works now. All right. Now we are getting this thing started.
Now we're sunk. We're in the bottom.
We're in Davy Jones' locker officially right this minute. So.
Okay. All right.
Man, so many puns.
Okay, I'll be quiet.
Hey, everybody. My name is Matt, and welcome to the Real Three Idiots podcast. With me, as always, is a man with 1,000 bowling stories, Teddy.
I'm actually bowling tomorrow for the first time.
Oh, God.
So
I thought you didn't do sports.
No, bowling is just kind of
it's not a sport?
It's an activity. It's like more of a hand-eye coordination.
Oh,
thing,
got it.
So I've been bowling men's leagues for the last like 25, 30 years.
And women's leagues for about 5 years?
I never really got good at it, but so I haven't thrown a bowling ball since like March, so it's been months. So I actually went bowling for the first time in months, and I did shoot 1 200 game barely in the 3 games I bowled.
He's got
16 pounds?
He's got more than 1
pounds. I got 15 and 16 pounds.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
I alternate between the two.
You have more than one perfect game, right?
I actually only here's the funny thing. I only have 1 300 game, but I shot a 290 game in the championship night, which is spare.
That's impressive.
Spare.
That's impressive.
Spare, and then 11 in a row.
That's impressive.
And the guy in the other team shot 268. And they still lost by 200 pins.
What?
And so,
which one was that?
It doesn't matter like what you bowl. It matters when you bowl it. When you bowl it. That's all that matters. Yeah.
Write that down. Tips.
When? Is that a Ted tip? When
Tomorrow.
you bowl it?
Oh, too bad. No. It's too late, Ted.
Shit.
Yeah. All right. And
that's funny. That's the best tip he's ever given. And it was right off the cuff.
It's not even a tip.
Oh, man. Teddy, he marks 100% true. That's 100% accurate.
Can I write it down?
Yes. Well, you can just listen to it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
you can.
that's right, I
Yeah, you can listen
it.
to the show.
And then I can take notes.
Yes, take notes. If there's anybody out there who's taking notes on this show, stop immediately.
Yeah, stop immediately. It's no.
All right. So, along with Teddy is a man who's proven in 2 shows that he has a better grasp on reality than both Teddy and myself. Mark. Mark, welcome back.
Hey, thank you.
Might have a better golf swing too. I don't know.
He's got a better golf swing. Ted, everyone's got a better golf swing than you.
I thought we were going to talk sports.
Again,
golf a sport?
these are like leisure sports. Leisure sports.
Listen,
Leisure.
what is a sport when you're chasing a ball that's this
You're right.
big?
See, it's a leisure sport. My dad hates golf.
Yeah, if someone can't
Does he
hurt
really?
you, if,
Oh
if
my
you're playing,
God.
if you're playing like an activity and someone can't hurt you, it's not a sport. That's why,
Ted-
or you can't hurt yourself.
Ted, how many times have you almost killed me with an errant shot? Are you kidding me?
Okay, I guess golf is a sport then.
Yeah, I mean the way you play it, it's like a lethal death game or something. All right, and today we have 2 special guests. Okay, the first is my good friend Anissa. Anissa, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
You are welcome. I noticed you did not chime in any time when we were making fun of
Yeah,
Ted.
what's up with that?
I don't know Ted enough to make fun of him.
Oh,
Wel-
yes,
welcome-
you do.
welcome,
yes,
Anissa,
you
welcome.
do. Look at
Thank
him.
you.
He's a Gemini. You can tell.
Oh, look, we're already getting into it. I love it. All right, Anissa, and I don't want to put any pressure on you, Anissa, but I really don't know anything about astrology, so we're kind of counting on you to ask good questions.
Oh, crap.
And that is just the answer I was hoping for.
Okay,
Yeah.
here we go. We are.
Well, I
on
know
the
I know a
bottom.
lot about astrology, but we'll see. We'll see what questions pop up.
Okay, that's awesome. Okay, and we'll finally get to our main guest. Okay, and once again, I'm super excited. Okay, this is a multi-talented person. Okay, our second special guest is Sue Triforo. Am I saying it right?
You got it.
All right, Sue Triforo. She is. Are you ready for
win
this?
The lottery.
Oh no! Oh, bye everybody. Oh, sorry. So Sue is a Northwestern graduate. Okay, she's got degrees in filmmaking and communications. She's a teacher, a professional mezzo soprano, and a teacher and coach of astrology.
Correct.
Okay. On top of all that, she bakes and sells cookies that we are going to pop open in a little bit. Once we get rolling, yeah. Ted's having.
Ted said he can't have any.
No,
'cause he's
well,
got
no,
a
no,
cancer.
no, I will.
Teddy said he had a.
I don't want to go into a carb coma, but I'll have one.
It's okay.
Teddy's. Oh man, this is so bizarre to me. Okay, so before we start talking about astrology, I want to make sure, since that we have 3 teachers on the show. Okay, so Sue's a teacher, Anissa, and I was a teacher. Now I'm nothing. What?
Mark's a teacher?
I'm not
No,
a
no,
teacher. No, I'm
No,
a
no,
learner.
no.
No. Okay.
No.
I'm just here to learn.
Yeah,
I'm a
Mark's
learner.
Mark's the
We're
guy.
learners.
Yeah,
We're
Mark's
all
the guy.
learners.
that,
We're here for teach.
I'm a teacher.
We're here for teachable moments. That's what we're here.
Oh,
for.
yeah, there you are.
Yeah, so just to make sure, since we have 3 teachers, I want to make sure that we all agree that children are demon spawns put on the earth to terrorize those of us who mistakenly chose to become teachers. Yes, we can all
And
agree on that?
by the way, I actually saw on a teacher's desk, and I won't say where.
Pentagram.
No,
Oh,
it
God.
was a jar, a ceramic jar that said "Ashes of problem students."
Nice.
Oh,
That's
a good
awesome.
one.
Yeah,
See, only a teacher can really appreciate
Unfortunately, we
that.
can't kill them. Unfortunately, I wish we could, but we can't.
just
so.
fry them.
Wait.
You know,
Wait, do
I
they have
want
new
that
rules?
jar.
Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. I can't.
Who do you like better, the teacher or the principal that allows that jar to sit on that desk?
I don't
That'd be
know.
a cool principal.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, man.
I'm sure you move it when the principal comes to observe you.
Right.
You just
Probably.
put it in your
Yeah,
drawer.
yeah. I mean, it was amongst the bubble heads. And
There's
the
2
bear
sides to it.
cans and,
You just flip it
all
around. Students first.
The students first. And the other side says, who are you going to kill? The answer, students first.
Sorry,
Oh, my
I
God.
digress.
And
All
the
right.
best thing is that Matt would get my old students. That was always fun.
Because
Because I teach 3rd grade, he taught 4th. So.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
oh, you
So-
poor
so-
things.
so it's
Oh
funny-
my God,
so-
I just teach high school, and I think
So a few years ago, I've actually these are bona fide stories from
Yeah,
the
yeah.
internet. So I've read, and this is
These are
and they have to
Bonner
be true.
Penthouse
bona
Forum.
fide.
If they're from the internet, they have to be
No,
true.
no, this is real. So this wasn't even like high school. This was like grade school, where like 3rd or 4th graders were trying to quote unquote poison their teacher. So you've heard about it. I mean, this is
Get
like
out.
legit. Yeah. So
Yeah, no,
So
I haven't heard that.
no, seriously. So I think like 3rd or 4th graders tried to like spike their teacher's coffee with, I don't know, belladonna or whatever was available at the time. Obviously nothing complicated they could order from the internet. But the point is they try like Visine. So my question is,
Doesn't it just make you shit like for a
right?
week?
But they don't know that because they're 3rd and 4th grade. So my point is like
They would if they were in art class, right, Anissa?
how come there's I wish there was a teacher who tried to poison their students because they deserved it.
Oh, Teddy. Teddy.
No, I'm not saying they should do that, but but the point is,
just did.
but the point is, like I've read that where kids are trying to poison their teachers, and that's legit. So, but if the teacher tried to poison the students,
That is scary. I mean,
they'd probably be more successful at it.
Well, students
They
try
know
to
more.
kill their parents, so
Yeah. I'm
Top on your coffee.
I drank so much coffee. I think the caffeine would have just offset any poison that they could have possibly given me.
For sure.
All right, so we are here to talk astrology. Okay.
if we ever get there.
Well, we might. So I'm going to start this by saying
What
that
you're saying is you're being very tedious right now, and you're taking a long time for this intro. So could you just get to the point? That's what she's really trying. That was a very passive aggressive way of saying, could you just is there a question in our future?
Oh my God! You know what? If this wasn't, if Anissa wasn't on Zoom and we didn't have like a recorded proof that I would kill you, I would stand up and just, man, that is so. It's coming from Teddy. That is amazing. Well, Ted, guess what? This show's going to run really long, and you're probably not going to make your playoff game.
It's okay. I'd probably go 0-4 anyway, and they don't need me.
Yeah, well, Jack told me how he threw somebody out at the plate, and you dropped the ball.
I dropped the ball, yeah.
Get
But-
out!
but-
You were the guy that dropped the ball.
But we were down 25-0 at the time, so it just was postponing the inevitable. But yeah, I did drop. I did
okay.
drop. the
But it was
plate.
Jack who
I did.
threw it.
Yeah,
It was
threw a bullet.
it was a great throw.
Great throw. Yeah,
I dropped it. Yeah.
Great job.
Sorry,
Thanks.
sorry, Jack. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
Yeah. Okay. So I will say this: when I was younger, I read my horoscope every day in the Sun Times.
Yeah.
Sydney Omar.
Yeah,
You remember
yeah,
that?
yeah.
Me too.
I don't think I ever skipped a day. And when something good was there, I was so pumped up. And when something like "Here Comes Confrontation," I think I like sought out confrontation. I'd be like, "Hey, you asshole!" I'd be like, "Wait a minute. This is not what he meant. He didn't mean go and pick a fight."
I read mine, and I also read the horoscope for a girl I liked.
Oh yeah. That was always a big thing. You always read your partners.
Yeah.
To make sure if you guys were syncing up or not. Yeah.
Oh, you mean like if her horoscope said she's going to get lucky?
And it's not with you?
And it wasn't, and the day went by and you didn't get lucky with her, you'd be like, you cheating?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, you know what? I almost forgot. Before we get started here, I want to give out some information for Sue so that you can find her, excuse me, after you're done listening to the show. If you want to get a reading or order some cookies, go to SusieTsOracles@gmail.com. You can email her or you can get her on Facebook at Susie T's Oracles, or her, let's see, that's her Facebook, and her YouTube channel is Sue Triforo channel on YouTube, so you can find her and see what she does after you're done kind of listening to what we're doing here, okay?
Yeah.
And don't worry, all that stuff will be on our Instagram, our TikTok, our YouTube, and all that kind of stuff, okay? Now, before we let Susie say anything about astrology, Ted, you need to say something about tips for 20s.
Tips? Okay, tell me what tips for 20s is first.
Well, it's really an esoteric thing, Susie. That really means nothing in the scheme of things.
Yeah, but
It's just-
but it is something, so I need to know.
It's something.
Yeah.
It's like it's like in the air. It's like,
Yeah. Well, but that's
Yeah,
what
that's-
mystics
you didn't
and
say-
psychics
Exactly,
and
yeah.
astrologers
Yeah, Ted,
love.
you didn't tell
that
her what
stuff
it
in
is.
the
It's
air.
like whimsical information that may or may not be beneficial to
Got
somebody.
it.
But here's the funny thing. So it's like teaching kids. If you can help one kid out of 100,
Yeah.
you won.
Okay.
Yep, it's the same thing.
Got
So
it.
No, Ted, the numbers are much higher. If you're helping one kid out of 100, you're doing a shitty job. I mean, like a really shitty job, Ted. Yeah, I think you're shooting way too low. All right. Anissa, did you get to listen to any shows?
I listened to part of the UFO one. The
Oh,
guy.
Oh, yeah. Okay,
was
Mac
last week.
Maloney.
Mac
Yeah, that was
Maloney, yeah,
awesome.
yeah.
Dude, he was so great. So we didn't have Ted's tips for 20, so this is going to be new for you too, okay? So go, Teddy, let me do our sponsor, and then you can go ahead and do your thing, okay? Excuse me. Are you tired of the same old home remodeling shows? Husbands and wives, brothers and sisters, midgets? HGTV is bringing you the most terrifying home remodeling show ever. because this home has teeth. Watch as remodelers fight not only to have the best design, but also to stay alive. The competition doesn't end until there's one remodeler left. When you run home, it'll be screaming. This fall on HGTV, it's Terror Home. Living there will be easy. Living through it will be impossible. Terror Home. When the remodeling stops, the bodies drop.
Sounds like some Friday the 13th stuff. Or,
Dude, I don't-
or The Hills Have Eyes. I don't know what you're talking
That's
about.
your sponsor?
Yeah. You know, it's. I tell you what, man. You know, I mean, I love it. I love the idea of it. You know, I'm tired of watching midgets remodel homes.
What, isn't like a few remodeling shows where those people are getting paid like what that Chip Joanna Gaines, those remodeling shows? I mean, and
Yeah,
or that
they're
Tariq,
just-
that Tariq guy. I can't think of his name.
They're big bucks.
Yeah,
That's big bucks.
they're making.
I
Huge
don't
money.
like that guy, and I
Huge
don't
money.
like his ex-wife. They're just the two of them are just creepy as all get out.
Yeah, but successful reality shows.
Yes, very successful.
They're making more money than you are.
Yeah, they make everybody's making more money than I am. And Ted's stalling has ended now. Teddy, go for it.
No,
Tips
so,
for 20s.
So it took me about 5 minutes to come up with this concept. So I wrote down one word, and that word
This is
actually.
a guy who really gives a shit.
And I wish I thought about this word before. The word is betrayal.
What?
Yeah, I wrote down this
Okay.
word. Yeah, so betrayal, because betrayal to like me.
But he misspelled it.
No.
I can see it from here.
Betrayal.
It's betrayal. I can see it from here.
Yeah, and he made the B into boobs. You know he did, because that's what he does.
So betrayal to me doesn't mean a whole lot because I'm older in life, so I'm like a middle-aged man, so I'm cool with it. But to a betrayal to someone in their 20s, that's huge. So basically, betrayal is a bitch. No, seriously. You know why? Because you got played dirty. You trusted somebody. You went all in emotionally, and they did you wrong. And now you're just kind of out there in the wind.
Ted,
Right?
are we breaking up? Is that why you're looking at me like
Well,
that?
you know, the best part of breaking up is when you're making up. So just remember.
Ted, I'll just go be broken up. Mark,
So he
Mark,
breaks
I'm
up all-
available.
yeah,
Ted and I
yeah.
are broken
All
up.
right.
Yeah, let's just.
So,
Wow.
So for example, I'll give you an example. So, okay, dating apps, which didn't exist back in my day. So now you have dating apps, and there's new terms called ghosted. You got breadcrumbed, blah blah blah. Yeah, we know those terms. You know. So here's what you need to do in your 20s, guys. You need to have a high emotional IQ. High emotional
What?
IQ.
What does
So
that mean?
that's your
In your
tip.
20s, is that possible?
Well, it is now because I just told them.
See, this is where they just get smarter.
Because I told
Got
them. Yeah.
it. Okay.
So basically, yeah. Okay, so you've been talking to somebody, whether it's boy, girl, boy, blah, blah, blah. I like you. Hey, let's get together. We had a good time. And then they just disappeared on you. Hey, you know what? Shit happens. Get over it. So, you know what it's called? It's called a teachable moment, right? That's what we teach in school. Teachable moments. Yeah. So
We don't teach kids how to date in school.
Exactly. I know that.
Yeah.
So, but they teach. Actually, no, they had that. Didn't they have the transgender bingo or something? Or they no, they had they just had something on the news. They just it was in Downers Grove. It was in Downers Grove. They just canceled it. It was
Transgender bingo?
No, not transgender.
Do you have
but
to
it was,
be transgender?
No, it was
Well,
it was
the drag. It was a
drag queen bingo. Drag queen
Yeah.
bingo. Yeah, you know they did that for 7 to 12th graders.
What? And the kids dressed up.
Oh, yeah.
No, I thought they canceled
They
it.
They
can't-
canceled it
They
because...
canceled it. Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. Because it was such an it was out.
They
everybody
put
was
it out
outraged.
there and then it never happened.
Yeah,
Yeah,
never,
right.
never happened.
Exactly.
Yeah, but the point is, yeah. So things are getting a little more
Parents
progressive
went
out there.
crazy.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
people went crazy.
A lot of people went crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Don't advertise. Just do it.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll
Then
tell you what. You could be a teacher, right? Right. I write lesson plans up, but we're playing drag bingo. Yeah, that's how it works. I get it. All right.
And I've heard dirty bingo, which I'm not familiar what that is, but I mean, it sounds
That is
kind of
exactly what you think.
I'm not going to say.
Yeah.
It's like strip poker, except
Yeah,
it's bingo.
that's exactly right.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. Ted B9. You don't want B9. Ted.
You don't
want
you
B9.
don't want to say bingo, right? You don't want to be that guy, all right?
Ted, you want to lose.
So your tip for 20s is to betray.
To betray people.
No.
Oh, so you're saying pre-betray them so they can't betray you.
So it's like pre-approved to betray them.
So I get it. You're saying shit on people before they shit on you.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that. I'm just saying that as you're in your 20s, especially in your 20s, because you're just learning stuff for the first time. Even though you think you're sophisticated, you're gonna get betrayed. Okay. You're gonna get shit on. You're gonna get played dirty. And you know what? And it depends how. It doesn't matter if it happens. What happens is how you respond to it. You can either, act like a loser, cry yourself in the bar, blah blah blah, or you can man up or woman up, and just use it as a teachable moment.
Ted, I
and
believe
get
the
over
phrase is person up now.
Yeah, person up.
Person
person
up.
up. Yeah,
Just person up.
Human up. Human up. Yeah.
Oh, I like that. Human up.
Yeah. So
I kind of like that. That's awesome, Teddy.
Yeah.
You know what? I really appreciate that.
That's the
That's
tip.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Wow,
could-
are we getting serious?
this is deep. Oh yeah, Ted. Listen, Ted's tips for 20s are the most popular thing that we do. Every other thing that's going to be said tonight will not be as popular as that thing.
no, we're gonna have a sing. We're gonna have a
Nice
sing.
seeing you guys.
No, we're gonna have a singing. We're gonna have a singing contest.
Oh God, Ted, you are the worst.
Because honestly, singing is like, okay, for example, like public speaking is like people's number. I mean, like if someone said you have to publicly speak.
Yeah.
That's like the worst. That's like the most scary thing ever, right?
Really?
Well, I mean, that's people's number one. I think like phobia. Like, to
Are you
publicly speak.
serious?
Yes. I mean, so
I didn't
you
know that.
You know how they say like visualize people in their underwear. You know, in the audience.
No,
because
I
it
never had
calm
to
you
do
down.
that.
Yeah. So, but for me personally,
Oh.
and I don't have a lot of fears, but me personally, if someone
That's
said
because your audience is always
if someone-
in their underwear,
Yeah.
right? They're already usually they're already in their underwear.
That's the key.
If so-
That is.
if
I hope everyone listening is in their underwear right now, so I don't have to waste time.
That's your
picturing
audience.
you.
I'm sorry, that's your audience.
So,
Matt.
so if we were in a bar, if we were like some like sports bar somewhere, and someone said, and there was like an open mic, and someone said, you have to get up on stage right now and
I'd
sing
be up
something.
there.
No, but if someone said I had to get up on stage,
Yeah.
I would be. I mean,
Awesome.
unless I was completely like inebriated, I wouldn't care. But I mean, because I would never see these people again, I would never go back there. But the point is, yeah, I'd be scared shitless.
Okay.
obviously. So-
Yeah, but that's different than public speaking.
but it's worse because like you're just talking. But I mean, when you sing, because people will be like, oh my god, that's like the worst thing ever.
You mean like karaoke? When
Yeah, well,
when
that's a
people are
different deal.
Yeah,
terrible.
that is different.
That's
Totally.
terrible.
Oh my God, they're awful. Okay, can we talk about some astrology
Yeah.
right now?
Yes, of
Yes.
course.
God damn
Love
it!
astrology.
Okay.
Wait, but were you
That's
done
it.
with
No,
your with your?
Oh yeah, no,
I was doing
Sue.
my diatribe.
Sue, he's done. He's done. Yeah. See, Ted doesn't decide when he's done. We decide when Ted's done, and we have decided that Ted is done. Okay, so
All right.
we're gonna get to astrology right here, but so let's get a little bit of background, Sue,
Yeah.
on you. How long have you been in astrology?
You know, I have been fascinated by astrology my whole life. I grew up an Italian Catholic, and that was a stregonona. You don't talk about astrology. Yeah, that's
Right.
so. So I would hide all of the readings and things that I was studying. I just thought it was fascinating.
Yeah.
Put it away for a long time, and but I always had my fingers in the pie. Always wanted to know what's the sign stuff mean? What does this personality thing mean? And probably it wasn't until I would say a good 15 years ago that I got dead serious. Like, oh no, this shit's real. And I need to dig into it, and I really need to find out more about this, and that's when I started taking classes and getting certified in specific classes, and then what it does is astrology is a science that is 5 million years old. I mean, the Egyptians, the Ptolemies, Copernicus, Galileo, every culture basically studied the stars, and what the stars said was when you plant, how people behave.
Oh yeah, that was like the Farmer's Almanac, right?
It was the Farmer's Almanac.
That's
It was
all anybody talked about for a while.
That's exactly right. So what astrology really does is, first of all, it paints a picture of, it gives you a snapshot of the moment that you were born, and where all the stars were the moment you were born. And I think you're a Gemini.
Are you guessing his sign?
I am a Gemini.
Let the record show
You
she's
are
pointing to
Gemini.
Ted.
I am a
Okay.
Gemini.
Ted.
Well,
Me too.
you're a Gemini too?
I'm a Gemini Leo rising.
Ah, okay. So
Bravo.
I don't
Ooh.
know what your rising is, but I'm sensing that you.
Ted, hold on, I have something I want to say that's rising. But
Don't go there, buddy. Come on, I'm
He
68
could be.
years old for
He
Christ's
could be
sake.
a Gemini rising.
Oh, I think.
I am a Gemini. I am a Gemini.
Yeah,
So bravo,
yeah.
bravo,
But
bravo.
I think you have a moon sign that's either Cancer or Scorpion or Piscean. You come across to me, what I'm feeling is you're deeply emotional. You're a deeply emotional guy, but you mask that by the Gemini twin flame, you got two heads. Gemini's had two heads. Alyssa, I'm talking to you, and I think you know exactly what I'm talking about.
She's good. She's good. So here's my question to you.
Yeah.
So what's the difference between astrology and tarot card reading? So because people, they want to know the unknowable.
Okay. So
tell me the unknowable.
So the thing
That's
that
a
it
word
is- the
Ted
thing- the
learned
thing
last
that
week.
is-
Yep,
That's the word. Ted said it like 15 times.
The
Yes.
unknowable.
That's his new word.
I don't know I'm going to die. I mean,
Yeah, but astrology can sort of give you some. I don't
Sure.
predict
Yeah.
because I don't believe any astrologer can predict. Of
course.
Because we're here and we're given a choice, and the choices that we make predict how we're going to play out our life.
Sure.
But the difference between astrology and tarot reading is depending on the day. Now, I read tarot every day for myself, and I brought cards to read for us.
What's your astrology sign?
Excellent.
I'm a Virgo.
Virgo, okay.
Yeah, I'm a Virgo. My moon is a Scorpion, so I am a deep, as deep as the ocean feeler, sensitive.
I have a Virgo moon. I'm a Virgo
and
moon.
You're a Virgo moon, and my rising sign is a Sagittarius, so I'm full of fire. I am
So you like
full
Geminis.
Of fire. My mother was a Gemini.
Gemini's your descendant.
Gemini
Oh
is
my
my
God.
descendant. That's correct.
Anissa, I had no idea you knew this much about this.
Yeah.
This is
So-
awesome.
Pretty cool.
So to answer your question, so reading the tarot based on the day where the stars are can gives me, this is the reason why I read tarot and oracle every day, gives me an understanding of what do I need to know today to get through my day, so I don't, with my own ego, come and screw things up.
Gotcha.
So it keeps
And
you
so
balanced.
it keeps me in balance, right? And speaking of balance, the sun is in Libra, which is the scales, balance of the scales, and the moon is in Scorpio. So we're deep in this. We're deep already. Who said the Titanic sunk? We're deep. Yeah, we're already deep. If yesterday,
Okay, awesome.
Waxing
yesterday-
moon, by the waxing moon right now.
I don't know if it's waxing moon.
What in?
Anissa?
Well, Mercury
They're-
is retrograde.
Mercury is retrograde until Saturday, which means, by the way, you guys are taking me off of 16 different tangents.
That's
why
what
I
this
have
show
to
is
come
about.
back.
Yeah.
So when Mercury is one of the planets, one of our big planets in our solar system, and it rules communication, right? It rules how we talk to each other, how people talk to us. It rules technology, which if anybody in the last 3 weeks has had technical problems, that's because Mercury has been retrograde. Okay, accidents happen, ERs get filled up, drug busts crap happens during Mercury retrograde. But what it really is supposed to do for all of us, right, in terms of being esoteric, if you want to get that way, is to ask you, the Gemini, to regroup, rethink, refocus.
Sue, I got bad news for you. Teddy ain't doing any of that stuff.
Well, he might not be.
Yeah,
He may
there
not
ain't gonna be no
but I'm telling
regrouping
you,
or rethinking of any kind.
He may not be able to, but you might. You might be able to, and that's what Mercury
Matt,
is
what's your
asking you
sign?
to do.
I am an Aries.
I was going to say
you weren't
you're an
supposed
Aries.
to say.
You are so
No,
Aries.
you're not supposed to say. You're not supposed to say. I'm going to guess Mark's sign when I'm all
Okay,
done
go
and
ahead.
we
Yeah,
listen.
Matt's
No,
I
not
will
now.
guess
I mean, he looks,
Not
he looks
now.
kind of shifty,
Not now.
so I'm going to say you're a
Shifty.
Scorpio.
What the?
No,
No,
something,
we're not guessing
something
now.
creepy
I'm not
crawl,
shifty
something
at all.
creepy
Yeah, you're-
crawly.
Hey, where am I? I mean, I'm.
He seems more subdued than Teddy, so
Yes.
not a Gemini.
Yes, I've known Mark now for what, about 15
Taurus.
years? Yeah, so I've known
Taurus,
Mark for about
maybe.
15 years. Not real deep. Well, I was going to say like Teddy, but I don't want to say deep like Teddy. That doesn't sound right. But yeah, but give me time. Before the show is over, I will guess your sign. I actually have a whole bunch of stuff here so I can kind of look through this.
I've already had
You know
4. You're
his
down to
birthday?
8 now. You're down to 8.
No, I didn't do any of that. But okay, so Anissa, real fast. So how long have you been doing this? Because you said you were into it, but I didn't realize you were this into it. How long have you been doing astrology
well,
stuff?
My mom was an astrologer, and when
Oh.
I was 18 years old,
Why aren't you interviewing her mom?
my mom hasn't done astrology for a while.
And her
but
It
mom-
doesn't matter. It doesn't go away.
Sue,
it's true.
her mom was smart enough to say no.
Then that makes me the fourth idiot. Right? All right, can I become the fourth idiot here?
Hold on. Yesterday, as Sue was here on the day that I told her to, and I screwed up. As she's walking out,
Oh, you didn't call her an idiot.
No.
I
I'm
call him an
apologizing.
idiot.
Yeah.
I'm apologizing and apologizing. And she goes, that's why you're three idiots.
Yep.
But okay, so your mom was an astrologer.
Okay, yeah. So my mom's an astrologer, and when I was 18, I went away to college, and I didn't know anybody in college, and she was like, "I want to introduce you to this world of astrology.
Hogwarts? You went
It
to
will
Hogwarts?
help you.
Oh, man.
There's so much to know about
It's
it.
a real place.
And she gave me books, and I don't know if Sue knows Solar Fire, the astrology program.
Yep.
She gave me that program, and I started doing people's charts, and then I started doing a lot of composite charts with couples.
Oh,
and then it just kind of took off from there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I learned I learned all of my astrology from books.
Nice.
And my mom.
Anybody can do it. It's a science, and it's practical.
It's fascinating.
And it's fascinating. It's
It
fascinating.
is one of the most fascinating things. Especially, I have two kids and knowing their charts and things like that, it's become even more fascinating to me.
So does that help you, like, when they're having bad time? Like, can you tell that it's going to be like a good week, a good month, a good day, that kind of thing?
Well, I mean, you have to look at transits, right, Sue?
Right,
Like,
you have to look at transits. Yeah.
Transits and if there's difficult. So in astrology, Sue, I don't know if you like to say this, there's nothing bad or good. There's like challenges and eases.
It is what it is. It's the snapshot of where you were the moment you were born, and as you travel through life, how the planets impact your personality.
I think
It's
Yogi
that simple.
Berra was an astrologer.
In here, I could.
Yogi
had a
Berra.
lot of-
Yogi said some really funky things, didn't he?
He did. He was a little crazy. Okay.
He was.
So
Okay.
so right now there's probably a lot of people who are like, oh man, this is crazy that you guys are talking about this. But here's the thing, and I was thinking about this, and I thought this might be poignant, right? Hundreds of millions of years ago, the only thing on the planet was like one-celled amoebas, right? And so we were on, the planet was here, and it changed and evolved, and things grew and died out and grew and died out. And hundreds of millions of years later, we're humans, and we're sitting here right now, right?
Right.
Right. So how could we not have a connection to the planet and to the solar system and to the stars when we're basically made from that? Right.
That's
We are.
I-
It's all the same thing. We are all of the divine.
Yes.
I mean, if you want to talk about esoteric, here we go. We are all of the divine.
Does that relate
And some
to...
people will argue that, there's no proof that we are, connected to the planets. But once you study astrology in depth, you can really see the connection. Do you know what I'm saying?
Well, science...
Correct.
I mean,
And science has been, they've been arguing about that since Darwin. I mean, it was like, what is it, chicken or the egg theory, or what? Is there a God or a no God? What? So, but you can't dispute the fact that the stars are where they are and where they have been, and the impact that they have had on other stars, on other planets, and this system, this solar system.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at it, like, is this any different than saying there's a man who lives up in the sky, who gives a shit who wins a football game on Sunday,
Right, we talked about this. Yeah.
right? Who needs money and blind devotion,
I only give a shit when I'm betting.
right?
Aries,
Right? I mean, just
Aries, Gemini.
we're
Taurus.
getting there.
Wait, I
I've
just have
yet to be born.
Don't.
I'm
yeah.
here. No.
I just
Don't-
have one tough question. This is the question that I always see with
was gonna
Zodiac.
ask
This is
that.
one tough question.
Okay.
This might be your question. So here's my question. So we always hear about this, like, there's always a sign that's completely, quote unquote, incompatible with another sign. So let's just say you met somebody, whether
It's
it's
not possible.
okay.
But that is a thing, though, wasn't it?
Okay, so I thought
I mean,
that was
aren't
a
there
thing.
people
I
that
thought
That's
that
what
was a
we've
thing.
always led to believe. Like, you get along with this sign better
Aries
than that
doesn't get along with
sign.
Capricorn. Libra
Yeah.
doesn't get along with
But
something.
but that's only half the picture. That's only
okay.
that's only a quarter of a
Yeah.
picture. I only know that you're a Gemini from your outer persona,
Sure.
right? I don't know the specifics
Right.
of your moon sign, your rising sign. Your where your true node is, where Chiron hit your hits
So when
your
that's-
chart.
So it's more multifaceted than
Then
we
it goes
think.
both
Yeah,
ways.
Okay,
though.
then
It goes both ways,
then
though.
I'm
Because
incorrect. Okay.
you can't necessarily make the
Gotcha.
statement, "Oh, you're a Capricorn. Oh, we're going to get along."
Yes, I was thinking about
That's
it.
exactly
I was
right.
thinking
That's what
about it.
everybody
I was
does.
thinking about it
Exactly
the wrong.
right.
I was thinking about it
We've
the wrong
already
way.
done that.
Right.
Okay, got it.
Right.
Yeah, there's so many aspects to it. You got to look at their rising sign, their moon sign, and for a man, you want to look at their moon and Venus a lot.
Correct.
For
Wait, you said
for what-
Venus?
Penis, I think.
Yeah.
I think you said penis wrong. I'm sorry. Yeah, you got to look at
well,
their
then
moon
there's
sign.
that. You know what I
You
mean?
need to learn your consonants.
She pronounces everything with a V.
Yeah. So yeah, that's when you do like, oh, we're completely compatible. Oh, no, we're not.
Is that
No,
like,
we're not.
Is
Oh
that
my
like
god.
Is that like
No,
a
we're not.
lisp? Instead of penis.
Whoops, sorry. That is nope. I'm not compatible with that. No, thank you. Okay, so it seems to me that and just to kind of stay on the religion thing and the astrology thing, that religion seems very exclusionary to me. Right,
Well,
and,
it
and
is.
astrology
Yeah.
seems very open to me. Like I
Correct.
don't see like are there sects of astrology that exclude people? Like are there lunatic fringe astrologists? I've never heard of that.
I've never heard of a lunatic fringe sect astrology.
So I couldn't start. I couldn't
you know,
start an astrology cult.
I suppose you could.
No.
And
Oh, okay.
but
Let me cross that
because
off then.
You
No
can't.
cult.
You can't argue. You can't argue with the stars. You can't argue with the stars. I mean, religions are man-made, right? And they are to gather the masses to become subservient to their wishes. Whereas the stars are the stars, and that is the galaxy, and that is eternal. Matter isn't destroyed or created; it continues. Now, religion doesn't go there.
But it's interesting how the planets that far away affect human beings.
Correct.
That's what people.
Correct.
So,
Correct.
So let me ask you this:
Yes.
somebody said that Pluto is going to be as close to Earth as it ever will be in our lifetimes.
It is now.
It is now.
It is now.
Does-
Pluto is now in the sign of Capricorn, which is
And it's going to be there for a long time.
It's going to be there for the next, for our lifetime, I think the next 37 years or something like that. So the further away the planets are, the slower they move.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
So
The slower they move.
is there
And-
any
and
chance I'm going to win the
Pluto's-
lottery?
Nah, forget about it. Forget about
So
it.
I
Have another beer.
You can't tell that from astrology. But I was going to ask you,
Ooh,
Matt,
I think I got Mark right here. I
Uh-oh.
got two.
Uh-oh.
Okay, go ahead, Anissa.
and I was going to ask you, so what is up with Uranus?
His anus.
You used to be called Uranus.
It's
by the
not
way.
a planet.
Uranus, yeah.
It's not a
You're
planet.
thinking about Pluto. Pluto's not a planet anymore. Pluto's
I know.
Pluto's not a
I had
planet.
to do that, though. Come on.
Pluto's a dog.
that is
No,
awesome.
Pluto's a dead star.
I'm out.
Uranus is a planet.
Ted, Uranus is a planet. My
Ted
anus
corrected
is a
me.
beautiful
Hey.
place to visit, Ted. It is. Yeah.
Oh, I thought your body was a wonderland.
I've had many recent. Your body's a wonderland.
Yeah, man.
Oh my God,
Here we go.
Anissa, I knew you were going to be awesome, but just
I think
just
you
to
should
know,
have interviewed her.
No. Just I'm going to rewind this part over and over again. Every time I text her or call her, I'm going to be like, "Hey, remember when you asked me about my anus? Remember? That's
I had to throw that out there at one point during this. Come on.
that is awesome.
it.
Okay,
That's
so I've actually read that millennials are turning to astrology big time. Right, because they're
I
getting
don't-
away
I
from
don't know
religion.
that.
Oh, okay,
I-
yeah, they're getting away from religion, right? Because I don't know, for whatever reason, and they're super big
For
into
good
astrology.
reason. For good reason. Take a look at the religions. Really. I mean, if you want to go there, I mean, take a look at what religions have done to the masses of the people.
Yeah.
Catholics, for example. Oh my God, am I saying? And this
You
is going to be
yelled. You
broadcast.
yelled it.
I yelled it.
Goddamn Catholics!
Yeah, I mean,
No,
take a
you
look
know
at
what?
what it's done.
I would say that there might be a few more people who were killed in the name of religion than in the name of astrology.
Well,
just
I think
a couple
you're
more.
right. I think you're right.
A couple more.
How many wars?
Call the
since-
Crusades.
Yeah, called the Crusades.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I mean, it just makes me want to start like some kind of astrological war.
All right. Well,
Right.
I have a question.
Yeah, so go ahead.
My wife just finished reading a book, Stephen Hawking.
Yes,
So
love him.
Yeah. So
I can't hear the other. Mark, is that his name?
Okay, ask the
me.
question again, Mark.
All right. Try
His
it again.
wife is
Can you hear
reading
me?
a book.
can you hear me now?
A little. It's just quiet.
Oh no!
I wonder if it's.
Hold on. I will.
Did I do something over here, Matt?
No,
that's
no.
just
I will
for mine.
adjust it.
So
I
the
will
gain-
adjust a little bit here.
The gain
Okay.
button.
Well, I was talking about Anissa, so she didn't hear anything I said, right? So that's good.
He was commenting, Anissa, he
I'm
was
off
just
the hook.
commenting on the way you were your outfit. That's all. So we're good with that. You can just
Let's move on.
Okay.
So
I
she
slept in this. No, I'm just
she
kidding.
read.
Well, actually, no, I'm not.
So she's telling me bits of it, of his book, right?
Yep.
Very smart guy, not an astrologer.
Right. Right.
So his whole thing is based on the Big Bang Theory, right?
right. Right.
Which displaces the whole astrology foundation.
No.
Well, basically, astrology is founded in the foundation is that Earth is the center of the universe.
Correct.
So
Of this galaxy. Of this.
I thought
Of
it was
this
the universe.
galaxy.
Okay. So
The Big Bang
Right.
is the whole.
right. So once they discovered that Earth is not the center of the universe, then things kind of change as far as astrology is concerned. But it doesn't change the stars and the constellations and all that.
That's correct.
That's not what I'm arguing about. I
Okay,
mean,
so-
I'm not going to argue about that. What I'm interested in is they don't discredit astrology. They recognize the constellations, the stars, and all that stuff like that. They also, because of the Big Bang Theory, we all come from there, right?
Correct.
So that's
my belief.
Right. No. I mean, I think that's what I believe too.
Yeah.
I think that's science is with Big Bang Theory, we all come from the stars and stuff like that.
Right.
So that's what I think is really cool. What I don't understand is what I want to learn now is how that the tarot card reading and stuff like that. So let's
So you're asking
so
a
it's
general
more
question.
You read your horoscope
Yes.
and that's supposed to tell you how your day is going to go, right? They mark it
that sounds right.
yeah. Well, that's frustrating.
Well, days are too specific.
Right. Well, they say, today's going to
Right?
be an 8. And
Huh?
then,
They rank your days like
yeah, they say, in the Tribune,
and
the
you know how they do
Tribune
that?
horoscope, they say
You know how
today's
they
going to
do
be
that?
an 8 for you.
They put it in an algorithm, and it spits out
Okay.
blah blah blah.
Right.
Blah blah blah. Today's going to be an 8. That means
So that's my experience
Blah,
with
blah.
astrology right there,
okay.
the horoscope.
So that's astrology.
Right.
When you're talking about tarot, you're talking about a whole nother entity.
Right.
Because the person who is reading the tarot card or the oracle card, whatever card they're reading,
Mm-hmm.
they're really intuiting, right, from a spiritual internal source, what message from the universe. This is my belief. This is
Right.
only my belief.
Right.
What message from the universe is supposed to happen today?
But you need to know something about the person, right?
Not necessarily. Like I brought my I brought my cards, and I could do a reading, asking a question. What do all us idiots need to know tonight?
Okay.
To get through the rest of the day, and pull 3 cards and see what the universe is saying.
You know what? Let's do that right now, please. Okay. Yes. I would love to do that.
All right.
Because I feel like I know there's 3 idiots in this room. Yeah, and I think they're all fellas, so I think we're okay with that.
All right.
Oh man, this is she's okay. So folks, she's shuffling the cards up.
Yeah. So
okay,
I'm gonna ask in a genuine, non-sarcastic manner. Right.
Oh, please be as
To
please be as condescending as possible, especially to him. Yeah.
So this is getting back to what I was trying to say.
Do I want a message for you particularly,
Yes.
Mark?
Well, okay, yeah, but this is what I'm trying to say with the Stephen Hawking and astrology versus the tarot card reading and all that. So this is
a tool.
Okay.
This is a tool.
So it's not a prediction. It's not like okay.
Not a prediction.
Okay. So I don't know anything about it, and
Now-
this is what's great about today.
It's interesting that you asked. There are astrologers
Right.
who claim to be
Yeah,
predictors.
that's what I mean. That's what you
I'm
see.
not.
Like there's one over by us,
Right.
fortune teller.
Yeah,
I
like-
don't
and it all
think
like they
Sylvia
advertise everything.
Brown or those
No.
minor, yeah.
They're throwing around all these words. They're
Nobody-
throwing around fortune teller,
No.
tarot card reading,
Nobody-
astrology.
Nobody knows.
Yeah,
Nobody
predicting.
knows.
Nobody
Yeah, because
knows.
people go in there and they're like, should I go with this guy?
Right.
Should I? Is my boyfriend a good guy for me? Should I go with this guy? Should I take this job? I mean, are those
Are these
things
your
that
questions? That's what's
No, I already have.
Well, I don't
have a job.
I don't
damn
know.
it.
I don't know if you
I
do
have
this.
a job.
I don't
I'm
know
somebody.
if you do this, but some of these like quote unquote like world famous mind readers, they actually have like hidden. They actually have hidden audio under the seats of some of their guests when they go and they hear them talking, and he goes, "Oh, I hope he could tell me about my dead aunt," and then they pick it up in the room, and then they say, "Oh, you."
Yeah, that's.
Tell us about your aunt.
But okay,
Hold
so
on, check. Let me
It's
check
like,
my
it's like,
seats.
it's like,
Give me a
it's like
second.
Houdini. It's like Houdini. It's like
Okay.
Houdini with the with the seance. Like find my dead mother, and he was exposing them as frauds, right?
Yeah.
okay, but listen, here's the deal. Everybody is psychic to a degree. Everybody is psychic. You are, believe it or not, Mr. Aries. You are. We all are. I believe, again, these are just my beliefs. I believe that if you are tuned in to the divine within you, which lives in each one of us, then you're going to be able to intuit cards. Okay.
But is that also like kind of that thing where you get like you're someplace, you're like, man, I got a bad feeling, let's just get out of here. That kind of thing. I mean, is that
exactly?
Yeah.
Well,
Your intuition, like your gut instinct. Yeah.
But
Thank
Ted's
you,
a believer.
Ted.
He's a believer.
Thank you, Ted. Yeah.
Not a believer. He's a believer.
So if you're really tuned into your gut on a daily basis and you're reading tarot, you're going to get your message.
All right, let's get this started. Whose deal is it?
Hold on, I'm
Sue's
all
dealing.
in. I'm all in.
You want to cut?
That's all in.
Yeah,
I'm-
No. I want to do this the way you do it. Is that how you do it?
Wait, does you okay, so hold on a second.
See
Ted,
this?
Ted just cut the
cuts the
cards.
cards.
So I'm 100% sure Mark is going to be molested by a squirrel on the way out of here.
So here's the question. I'm gonna choose a question for you.
Okay.
Okay. So what does Mark need to know this evening about today, about this week, about what he needs to do this coming week?
Holy
Oh,
crap.
this is awesome. Okay.
What do I need to know?
So that card is a picture of
This
there's-
is so difficult for me. I don't.
There's a picture of
I'm glad
a
Sue-
dead
I don't.
guy.
I'm glad
think-
Sue-
I don't
I'm-
operate this
I'm
way.
glad that
I
you
don't
and not
think
me.
this way.
Okay, I'm reading them all.
So what do I need to know?
What do you need to know this week? And so what the cards are saying here is that
Can this be like real serious? Because
yeah, I'm
right,
dead
'cause- no,
serious.
no,
I'm as serious as a freaking heart attack.
no, not
man.
you, me. Like my need. You're saying what does Mark need to know? So can I
Okay.
be real?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So-
So I drew 3 cards, and let me explain.
And it has to be about me, not about.
This is about you.
Okay.
Oh, and
This
Sue,
is
and
about
Sue,
you.
even though you're reading the cards, you still got to talk into the mic, okay? So
I'm
everybody
sorry,
can hear.
I'm
That's
so
okay.
sorry.
That's okay.
First card, the 5 of Pentacles. Pentacles means health, wealth, prosperity. It is an earth sign. Okay. So I'm thinking you're either Virgo, Capricorn.
Well, this
Taurus.
isn't fair. I should just tell you what I am.
No,
Right?
don't. You don't need
We've
to.
already guessed everything.
You don't need to. You don't need to. So the Pentacles.
I'm guessing
is
Leo.
telling
I'm
you-
guessing Leo, by the way.
The Pentacles is telling you
Mark?
that.
Well, that's the only one left.
Bullshit.
No,
Bullshit.
you got a lot of left.
I guessed Leo. Are you a Leo?
that-
I'm a Leo. Yeah.
There's something.
I was just gonna say that.
Okay.
So was Ted.
Ted's an idiot. I mean,
Ted's a Gemini.
Oh, shit.
No.
She guessed my
Dude,
sign.
in your face, I guessed that.
Susie, she guessed my sign. Yeah, I'm a
Yeah,
Gemini.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
right away.
Yeah.
Right
So,
away. Good job.
but you're
hang
you're an air sign, and you're a fire sign, and you're a fire.
I'm a
sign.
mud sign.
You're a fire.
I'd like to set you, I'd like to set you on fire right now.
All right. So, do you want to know what your message is?
Yes,
Okay. So,
yes.
would you just shut up? Okay. So your message is there's something in the groundedness. You're grappling with health, maybe money. Maybe something in your home life, but you're grappling with it. And what the 5 of Pentacles is saying to you is, don't give up, don't despair, because you are despairing here. And because the Ace of Wands is the fire. Is the action, is the movement. The Ace of Wands is always about new beginnings. Aces are about new beginnings, and so. Don't despair, because there's something that's coming up. Some new beginning, something is happening, and you're going to be on fire about it. Maybe it's this damn program. I don't know.
You know what's
In Fuego, I believe is what we say.
Because the best card out of the whole tarot is the Wheel of Fortune, which means the whole Megillah.
Pat Sajak,
Okay?
baby.
So you're efforting about something,
Okay.
money, health, wealth, something that's earthly. The universe is saying, don't worry, man, I got your back, because the energy is there, and you're guaranteed. you're guaranteed. Whatever the success you're looking for is guaranteed. So
So
don't worry about that.
You want to hear something funny?
So does that make sense? Is this making sense to you?
Yeah, no, it does. I mean, I don't have any worries, but I was sick last week.
Okay, so maybe
So I thought,
maybe
serious.
that
No, I did.
that
I was.
might
You're
be
right, because
about
I
it.
actually I never go to the doctor, but I was so sick that I was concerned. I went to the doctor just because I thought I had strep. I had the worst
Okay.
sore throat of my life. I never get a sore throat. That's why I went to the doctor. So that's very timely.
Okay.
It makes sense because honest to God, I went.
No.
'Cause
And,
I'm like, my wife's like, you know what? You should go get a strep test just so you know. And then they give you an. So yeah, no, I was stressing about that. I thought I had strep.
And the bottom of the bottom of the deck is a 7 of Pentacles, which means that whatever is happening.
Is that a picture of Ted?
Yeah, it's a picture of Ted.
I thought that was.
Yeah,
I thought that
it
was
is a
Bieber.
picture of Ted. Look at that. Yeah.
Oh, it is Bieber.
Whatever you're manifesting is growing in leaps and bounds. Health, wealth, and prosperity.
So that was on the bottom.
That's on the bottom. You always read the bottom card.
Okay.
But whatever was worried, you were sick,
Sure, yeah.
possibly sick. The energy changed. You're getting your due rewards, and it's growing. Whatever's going on in your life is growing.
Sweet. Thank you, Sue.
Okay.
Okay, so
So
you
makes-
want to? Yeah.
Is that
Yeah,
so?
yeah.
That's the
nice.
difference.
I like it.
Astrology will tell you the stars, your
Yeah.
personality, sort of where you're headed, and the cards are a tool, a daily meditative tool to say, okay, what do I need to know today? Do I need to keep my big freaking mouth shut because there's too much fire in the air? I'm a ready, fire, aim kind of person. Somebody pisses me
Wow,
off.
it doesn't
and I'm
seem.
boom.
You don't seem like that at all. You seem so laid back.
Yeah, I'm kind of,
Hello.
because Mercury owns Virgo and Gemini, and so yeah, the communication can get rough.
So I got one question for you.
Yeah,
So
go.
I want to have a sing off.
No,
Okay.
no, Ted.
Right
no,
I
no,
want to have a
Ted.
sing off.
Ted.
Just real quick.
No.
Just real quick.
We're having a sing off. I'm going to the
Wait,
bathroom.
just go.
Can I go first?
Yeah.
Okay. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream.
Merrily,
Merrily, merrily,
merrily,
merrily.
merrily.
Life has been a dream. Top that.
What the? Did you come here high?
Celebrate good times. Come on. Do, 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 do.
Ted, are you seriously high right now? Like, honestly, what the hell is wrong with you?
I just wanted to get my ass kicked on
That's
live.
different.
Jesus
so-
Christ.
Did we lose you, Alyssa?
No.
Okay, she's still there.
Anissa, you're still here, correct? Oh, I guess
Yeah,
not.
I'm feeding
Oh,
a
she's
baby.
feeding the
Sorry.
baby.
Oh, gross. No.
Hey,
Oh, my
kids,
God.
kids need food.
I hope that kid's
What do you-
eating
what do you
steak
want?
right
What do
now.
you want?
Yeah. No, don't put those away. No,
And
don't
he
put
just
those.
pooped. He just pooped. Not on me, but
Okay.
In a diaper, hopefully.
Yeah. You know what? You know what? You
In
know
a
what I
controlled
realized?
environment.
I realize why we don't have newly minted moms on the show, because someone thinks that pooping and eating is something that's amazing.
No wonder you were a 5th grade teacher? 3rd grade teacher?
Third grade.
That's when they start that pooping, farting thing.
No, I think they poop and fart way before
no,
third
no,
grade.
well, by the time those kids get to 3rd grade, they're talking about pooping and farting.
Oh
and,
yeah. That's most of the conversations that go on.
I can see you haven't grown out of that yet.
No. You know what? No guy. Listen, as soon as a guy stops talking about burping and farting, part of his life is dead. Honestly, part of his life is dead. Okay, so Sue, let's do this. Okay. I'm going to say this. So rather than just like
Did I miss the sing off?
Yes, you did. Thank God.
I lost.
Okay, go-
I lost,
go-
by the
Yeah.
way.
Ted,
I lost.
No,
Ted, go
don't sing
ahead, do
again.
it.
Please, Jesus, Ted. I don't care. Ted, listen, next week Sue won't be here, and I will.
99
Ted.
bottles of beer on the wall. 99 bottles of beer. Take one down. Pass it around. 99 bottles of beer on the wall. Can you beat
Ted
that?
wins. Easy. Done.
Wait. What the?
99 bottles of beer. Take one down.
Oh my God.
Pass it around.
99 bottles of beer.
That's pretty good.
That's okay.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's good.
You know what? I bet everyone right now is praying to God we never do that again.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
I sound like a bleeding sheep.
Dude. Ted,
Right
that's,
before they shave its wool off, or they're going to slaughter it.
Oh God! Oh God!
Do sheep don't feel that, do they? They don't feel it. They just shave it off and they grow it back. They don't care if you shave it off, do they?
I'm just talking about the noise they make before that happens.
Yeah, it's a Brazilian, man. Nobody. I mean, it's just not a thing. Okay, so let me do this. I'm going to ask 2 questions. Did you ever see the movie The Fish That Saved Pittsburgh?
You know,
I've
never even heard of that.
You've never even heard that? Oh man, it's this awesome movie. It's from the 70s.
that
Dr. J was in it, and they had an astrologer, and they actually put together a basketball team that would win based on the combinations of astrology signs. It's listen. It's my favorite dumb movie of all time.
Astrology isn't any different than those personality tests that they make the MD, whatever it is, that MD.
The NBA players and NFL players.
No. There's there's personality,
like that Rorschach test or something. Yeah.
It's all based on some scientific algorithm.
Right. I mean, everything. When I take a Rorschach test,
it's not complicated.
It all just looks like a giant pile of crap to me. Yeah, everything.
Like the butterfly could be 2 faces. It could be
right.
Yeah.
See, it just looks like a butterfly taking a crap to me.
I get this sense that I didn't answer any questions.
No. I have a good question right now with the tarot cards. So
wait a minute. You answered a very good question.
Okay.
There's a huge difference between a fortune teller,
an
astrologer, and someone who's reading cards. So much so that anytime you drive down the street and you see all those 4 things advertised together, it's bullshit.
Well, not necessarily.
Well, somebody that's
People
claiming to be a fortune teller.
Well, yeah.
I mean, seriously, there's one that just opened over here. It says,
I know.
card reading, fortune teller, astrologer. I mean, they just run the gauntlet. Everything.
Now, let me answer.
This is more grounded and more
this is grounded.
sensible. Yeah.
Right. Now, the other thing is that there are people out there who are clairvoyant, right?
There has to be.
They can see.
There has to be.
They can see ahead. Mm-hmm. Like, honest to God, when I started teaching, somebody said to me, why are you doing this? And I said, because you know what? I can see who's coming way before they get in my classroom, and I know exactly what to do.
Yeah.
And that's a bit of clairvoyance. Now, I am not totally clairvoyant, but that's a bit of clairvoyance. Clairaudience, people sometimes hear things, right?
I heard a
clear
baby.
Sensience.
I just heard a baby.
Yeah. Besides
I
the
heard
baby,
a baby too.
But,
I bet that baby
you know,
took a shit.
People dream. You know.
Yeah, a big one.
And
so is that part of astrology, like dreams and stuff?
No, but it's part of the whole intuition, being intuitive, right? And being able to read cards, being able to read the stars, being able to read the transits, and there are some that say if they read the transits properly, they can predict the future. I don't believe that.
Yeah.
I don't believe that.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody can predict the future because you, we all have a choice. And at any moment, that stuff can change.
But consistently,
I agree with that statement because, like I said, the bottom line is we cannot know the unknowable.
Correct.
And even though we want to. So actually, we talked about this like several episodes
That's
ago.
correct.
So the episode we talked about,
just the last episode.
I said, here's your choices. You go into a bar or a sports bar, whatever, and there's 2 people at the table. There's one person. There's 2 people in the whole bar. One person is the most desirable person, whether it's a man or woman.
Yeah.
You want to talk to this person more than anybody in the world, and then the other person is the most undesirable person you want to talk to. But the difference is the undesirable person, they're from 10 years in the future, and they know the unknowable, and they can tell you what you don't know.
Correct.
So do you sit down with the person you desire the most, or do you sit down with the person who knows the unknowable?
It's a very good question.
Well, I already know the answer. I sit down with the unknowable person. Yeah.
There you go.
Because I got to know.
There you go.
you know what would be perfect, Ted?
crazy.
And
Because if I sit down with
you
that
don't sit
person,
down with the
I
hot
could
chick?
I gotta go see about a girl.
I could have 10 of those people because I know.
that's
You
right.
gotta sit with
That's
that
right.
alien freak that knows the future.
Exactly, yeah.
Teddy, you know what would be the
Teddy
biggest?
chose-
You know what would be the greatest gag on
No,
the
you know
entire
what?
planet?
I'm with him.
No.
I'm with him. I'd be with the unknowable.
Yeah, no.
Gotta go
The
with the
greatest gag in the world would be if Ted ended up somehow being that unknowable person. And you just saw Ted sitting there. He'd be like 7 Crown Royals in, right? Just honest to God.
Yeah, nobody's
So he just
looking
got
at
there.
any Crown
And then
Hey,
Just walked in.
You know what I'd say,
Yeah.
Matt? In your golfing career, you never did get a hold of one. I'm sorry.
in your ass. You know what, Ted?
You got really close.
You know what, Ted? I'll double the bet for this
got
weekend. I get a
close.
hole in one. I'll double the bet for this weekend. You piece
So
of
we're going on a
garbage.
trip, and it's going to be unfortunate when I get to home before he does. And I'm not gonna mock him.
Yes, he is.
I'm not going to make fun of him.
Yes,
But
he will.
I'm just going to feel sorry. I'm going to pity him.
I got it.
Yeah,
I got it.
Like a king pities his peasants. Just
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
not
Right.
Anissa, I got a question for you. Okay.
queen wave.
Do women have contests? Like, do you guys have like are you constantly like having like contests with each other to do better than each other and stuff? Oh,
Are you asking
her
me,
baby
or
just
are you
ate her. No, I was
asking-
asking
oh,
Anissa, but her baby just ate her. Yeah, yep, here, she's gone. Okay, so that's all right. But
I think
okay,
she's changing
so,
a diaper.
yeah, well, changing a diaper into what? It's full of shit. Okay, so let's do this, Sue. This is the question I want to ask. Okay, so Teddy and I have like a common interest. Okay, in the show, and it's funny that when you brought all that stuff up, that we just asked Mark to be a regular on the show. Right, because you can't have three idiots without a third idiot, right? So it was kind of cool.
You didn't say regular.
Well, yeah.
You used the word semi.
Well, there's going to be a couple times.
He's not sure if I'm an idiot yet.
No. It's
not
hard to have
convinced.
like 7 or 8 people on the show. So it's but yeah. So Mark's going to be here on a regular basis.
Okay.
Okay. So that was poignant when you kind of
He's
said
gonna
that.
ground everybody. He's gonna.
No. He's the only guy who knows how to use Google. But so let me ask you this: since the three of us are in here right now,
Yeah,
okay?
yeah.
Let me ask you this: can you do some kind of question with the tarot cards, to kind of see how the show will evolve or how it'll move forward, that kind of thing? Can you do something like that?
So we can ask the question. What does
I think she might predict that I have to go. I have to put these kids to bed.
Okay, all right, that's all right.
Nice to meet
it's
you.
cool. It's cool. That's all right.
I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. That's okay. We know that children are the future. Feed them well and let them lead the way. Teach them well. I don't know. Change their diapers.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't know.
You
All right.
are no Whitney Houston.
Anissa, thanks so much for being on. Okay.
Thank you
Yeah,
for being on.
thank you.
Appreciate
Yeah.
it.
Thanks,
It was
Alyssa.
nice to meet
All right.
everybody.
All right.
Thank you.
All
All
right.
right.
See you
Take
later.
care. Bye.
Bye. Okay. So what we can do is we can ask.
We'll
the
edit that out
universe-
later.
Yeah, that is hilarious. How many shows in the whole world have somebody go, yeah, I got to put my kids to bed, so I'll see you guys later.
I like that.
Yeah, I like
that.
So we can ask, and you guys can all agree
Okay.
or not. What does this conglomeration need to know to be successful in this business?
Ooh, I like that.
Because that's open ended, and we'll see.
I like that.
We'll see what the cards say.
Yeah, and if it's got anything to do with replacing Ted, please let me know immediately, because I have about 20 or 30 people that Ted can be, that all sing
This
better.
bobblehead is looking for a
Who wants to cut?
The Whitey Herzog bobblehead. All right, Ted, you know what? This whole show is you anyway, so, oh my God,
All right.
you just did it wrong, Ted. Thank you. This is so weird because you know
All
what?
right.
Here's the funny part. I'm actually nervous about this because if she's just like if you flip it over and it's like, oh, so this is the card where you should burn all your equipment, and this one says that oh nope, the show's canceled.
It's not that specific.
It's not.
Okay.
And it's
I paid a lot of money for this stuff.
It's my Intuit, right? It's my.
Oh, so you could just
intuition
lie to us and say something nice so you can come back. Oh, what
Here we
about
go.
perfect? That's exactly what I want to hear.
This is perfect already. Success. Pentacles is wealth. Pentacles is wealth. Eight of.
I'm quitting my job.
Pentacles.
I'm not. Hold on. Can I just say to my new boss, or my new boss that I was starting on Monday, fuck you, I quit.
Oh
Thank
my
you very
God.
much.
Let the record show Sue is dealing from the bottom of the deck.
Here's Teddy. He's being the esoteric channeling.
Oh, that is
to-
not what I thought you were going to say.
And the Page of Cups. Okay, so what a perfect reading. So the answer to the question of what does this conglomeration need to know to be successful in this business? And the point is, you're already successful. The Eight of Pentacles, anything 5 and above means that you are progressing to a level of perfection. You have 8 here, 8 pentacles, 8 coins, right? And you are building on to 10 coins. 10 is the top of the deck.
Nice.
What's happening here is that one of you, I don't know which one of you, and I'm guessing it's you,
It's Ted. It's Ted. No matter what it is.
is really the glue that's holding the whole thing together.
Not me.
That's Ted. That is
And-
Ted.
I'm Mr. Nobody.
The Page of Cups means that when a page appears, it's like an ace that's appearing. These are new beginnings. New beginnings always are ominous predictors of success.
This is show 37.
Yeah.
Yeah, show 37.
You guys are on your way. Eight of Pentacles, the Hierophant, who is the
See what
and the Page
it's just
of
so good when
Cups.
she does that. It's just like so much. I can't do that.
It's way more musical than your bullshit row the boat, Ted.
I dream in music. I break out in a song in class.
Great.
Oh my God, the kids.
Can you tell Ted how to get?
You know what my biggest fantasy is?
What?
Honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you. So
Stop it, Sue. Say no. Say no, Sue.
It's not,
oh my God.
It's not a hole in one. It's
Oh
not
my
shooting a
God.
300 game in bowling. It's not hitting a grand slam in softball. My biggest fantasy is
Now a word from our sponsor.
It's just going. It's just going to like some bar with like an open mic, and there's like some downtime, and there's like nobody there, and everyone's just bored, and someone just randomly gets on stage and just goes, oh, just like that, and just like and everyone goes crazy. Yeah.
Wait.
And you just get like
You just want
accolades.
to watch some buffoon.
No, I want to be that guy.
But
You could
you know
never in
what?
1,000 years do that.
Exactly. That's why I'm impressed by that.
Here,
So.
you can.
But that's not a thing.
You can, Ted. Listen, I'm being dead serious here. You can because you got it in you. You got it. You're a Gemini who is a teacher, who is a philosopher, who is a great thinker. Yeah,
when you said he's got it in you,
Yeah, I know,
I
that's what
thought
I'm
you were thinking of
laughing
his
about.
butt plug because he's
And
got
you know
that
what?
going right now.
You would have to cross that off on women's issues. That would work so well.
I'm not getting into a singing contest. That's all I got. That's all I know.
Oh, this has devolved.
I'm not crazy.
This has devolved into. Listen. If Ted is the greatest of all of us,
But I'm probably. Gonna,
You're just the showman.
I mean,
You're just the showman.
I
You
am.
just
You know
want,
what?
You want to take the
He's
show
the
on
talking
road.
head.
you know what?
That's what he
You
is.
know what? You know what? I'm
he's
just.
a bobble.
I'm the ringmaster.
He's a bobblehead.
I'm the
bobblehead.
ringmaster.
He's the bobblehead, yeah.
All I do is I walk out and I introduce the greatest show on earth, right? And that's Mark, that's Ted, that's Sue, that's Anissa. Yeah, that's all I do. I got a really nice top hat and the long coat, and that's what I do. And hopefully I don't get eaten by the lions, and I don't end up with the hairiest woman on the planet.
You're like the new P.T. Barnum.
Yeah, that's exactly what I am. All right, so
you
listen,
go.
we
Yes.
gotta put this thing to bed because Ted has a softball game.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna Sue. You didn't listen to a show, so you don't know how it works. So I won't make you go first. Teddy, you get first, last word after today's show. What do you want to leave everybody with?
I just want to say, Miss T, it was delightful to meet you. It's been a pleasure, and I'm super impressed. And thank you for being on the show.
Thank you for having me.
And I don't care about these guys.
Yeah, he
What a
does.
kiss
Who
ass.
cares
I know
about
he
them?
is.
You know what? It worked.
I think they got
It worked.
It worked exquisitely. It worked exquisitely.
This is such bullshit.
Yeah. Doesn't
Okay.
matter. Work
Yeah,
made me
I'm
feel
a
good.
brown noser. I don't care.
Yeah, you are. Okay, Mark. Before we won't make Sue go next. We'll make you go next. What do you want to leave everybody with?
You know, I was thinking about the show since you talked about Sue coming on, and I love astronomy. I mean, I love looking at the stars. I love everything. So a big thing to me is when I go up north, just to lay down in the grass and just absorb everything.
Yeah.
Observe, right? Just sit back and look and just think about how insignificant a lot of things that we put a lot of emphasis on,
Right.
how insignificant it is. There's so much. It's just,
Yeah.
it's way bigger than us out there, right?
We're a grain of sand.
That's it. So just sit down and just do that. Look up, stargaze,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Just for a few minutes. Find a quiet spot,
Yeah.
lay down,
and connect.
and connect.
Just connect.
See, and that's kind of it's funny. That's kind of what I feel like when we go to Andy's thing. That's that thing where we just get together with once a year.
Yeah.
We do this thing. We get together with a whole bunch of guys that we really don't see that often. Really
for golfing.
Yeah,
For golfing.
but I mean, you golf with a certain amount of guys, but then
yeah.
you're together,
Yeah.
in the bar and eating dinner and stuff with all these guys, and it's just that really cool thing. You just get all those different perspectives you
Right,
get. Yeah, so I
right.
can see that. All right, Sue,
Right.
it is your turn. What would you like to leave everybody with today?
Well, that there's so much more than we could even talk about right here, because everything is about the stars, and the stars are about everything, about all the people, places, things, planets, plants, cultures, people who've gone before us. it's so incredibly dense that you'd have to have me on here at least 25 times.
Okay, the next 25 weeks are.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you so much for having me. It's
thank you.
just a
Thank
hoot.
you.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
it was fun. You're great.
It was fun.
You're
Thank
awesome.
you.
And you have an amazing voice.
Yeah, no, that's
Seriously.
true.
Thank you.
That is very true. So a couple of last things. So number one, Mark, in your face, I guessed your sign, and don't give me that bullshit. You didn't say yes or no to anything. I guessed your sign. I knew I could.
There's
Okay,
4 left.
whatever, man. Number one, I guessed your sign. Number two, I'm a karma guy. I've always kind of felt like, there's karma in it. Like the things that you do.
Maybe you're channeling the karma back.
It could be. I always feel like the things that you do kind of always come back, right? That if you're positive, you're positive. Like that's the thing about the show, right? Like I always feel like we're positive with everybody, because I'll tell you one thing when I talked to Sue, and this is how I knew she'd be a great guest. I talked to her about a month ago when we talked on the phone for about a half an hour. And it was incredible. But one of the things she said to me was, she goes, "Oh, are you just going to have me on? Do you have on astrologers just to badmouth them and say that, it's." And I'm like, no, not at all. And I said, here's 2 reasons why. I go, number one, if I did that, we'd never get another guest on, because people do it. I go, plus you're going to be in my house. I go, I'm not going to have you come over to my house and then just shit all over you. That would be like, wow, that'd be like a really weird thing.
Well,
so
it's like having a guest in your house, you want to be you want to just
be respectful.
You want
And
to
in
entertain
all
you want to
honest-
entertain your guests.
Yeah, and in all
want to do
honesty,
that.
it's a subject that the 3 of us don't know a whole lot about.
I'm not privy
I don't
to
know
it. I'm not privy to
anything
it.
about it.
Yeah,
No,
not privy
me
to
neither.
it.
So that's why I was like, yeah, there's no way. Yeah, it's going to be great. I'm like, we're just going to learn.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
it's all learning. It's
it
all,
is, yeah,
it's,
yeah.
all, it's all teachable moments.
No.
Right
Yeah.
there. That's it.
Yeah, and it's
Teachable
funny because
moment.
Sue got here about a half hour before you guys did, and we were talking, and I said, I do this thing where each week, like I told her, like next week, we're going to have our travel agent guy on, right? I'm going to spend a week researching that stuff, just like I spent a week researching, all this astrology stuff, and I'm just like, holy crap. I'm like, reading your horoscope in the paper or online is like it's like 1/1 billionth of what astrology really is, and there's so many things. I mean, there are so many different types of astrology.
Right.
I've got like 15 different types of astrology, all these different charts, all these different things that I'm just looking at, and I'm just like, I don't know any of this stuff. I know nothing.
I'd be happy to do any of your charts.
Oh yes, this is going to happen. Oh hell yes.
Yeah, for a fee, but I'd be happy to.
like that.
Yes. Yeah, for a fee, I'm happy to be. Okay, so listen, it was great. I love it. I mean,
What was your takeaway?
Here's my takeaway. My takeaway is this: I love having new people come on and learning new things. I really do. Yeah. I mean, Mac Maloney was awesome with the UFO stuff. Our gun guy, our life coach, Sue, you were incredible. I mean, it's just, I love learning all this new stuff. And with that, let me just remind everybody one thing. If you want a reading from Sue or order some kick-ass cookies, go to SusieTeesOracles@gmail.com, okay? If you get on her Facebook, it's Susie Tees Oracles on Facebook. And if you're on YouTube, it's Sue Triforo channel, and you can find all that stuff. And if you're too lazy to do all of that shit, everything will be on TikTok, Instagram, all of our social media, so you can just find her. And listen, if what she does for you is anything like she did for us, you are going to have a blast.
Here's my dream, guys. This is my dream. That I want to open a Victorian tea house, serve those cookies,
Nice.
and have astrologers come in and talk, master classes.
Right.
Nice.
That's what I want. That's my dream.
Love the Victorian house. Sweet.
Yeah.
Love
right.
that.
I already have about like 80 teapots, antique teapots.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
See, and that would, I feel like that would be awesome, because I feel like there's a lot of people that wouldn't like go and get an astrology reading, right? But if they got cookies and they got tea, and they could do that, I think that's
in the Victorian setting.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
like very, it's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
It's
Oh
awesome,
man, you know
That's
what?
right.
You know
That's
what?
great.
I feel like the real 3 idiots are going to invest in a little bit of astrology. I don't know why.
I'm
but
in,
I just
I'm
got
in for that.
Yeah, Teddy's our investment guy.
Call me if you want call me if you want 1 card or 2 cards. I say, hey, Sue T, can you draw me a card? I'll draw you a card.
Oh man, this is so awesome. All right, guys, Thanks for being here. Sue, you are fantastic. Remember, next week we got our travel agent. The week after that, we got our cannabis guy. And guys and girls, the week after that, we are talking with a woman who runs a Bigfoot museum in Nebraska. It is going to be absolutely fantastic. So keep on listening. Keep on enjoying. Get on our social media. Let us know what's going on. Hey, man, we love everybody, and we will see you next week.